And when he came to go to university, well, there we go. 62 by then, 1962, Cardiff. I found that totally different. Loader, really.
Was that the first time you had left
home?
Gasted, Cefneithin for a sustained
and
period?
Friends.
Yes.
You know, I had a lot of friends when I was in the village, when we were playing cricket in the 50s, and then in Gwynoro. I had friends from the village who were in Gwynoro. Now I got to Cardiff, and there was one guy with me, Eric Hamer, but we stayed together. And then two others later came a year after that, which was the son of the Baptist chapel in Tumble RFC, Arwel, and a lifelong friend of mine until I became a member of Parliament. He turned completely against me once I became a member of Parliament. Never understood it. Must have been personal jealousy or something. He was the best man in my wedding and everything. But the minute I became a parliamentary candidate, he cut off all contact. And he was, Melvin George his name was. Anyway, we all ended up in the same house in Grangetown with Mrs. Bevan, Virgil Street, next to a couple of 100 yards from Ninian Park. In the days of John Charles, Ivor Allchurch, big names like that, who were coming to the end of their careers and had come back from Leeds and everywhere to play for Cardiff. And we'd be swatting now or doing our work at the university in a small little parlour room, very small, and we could hear the crowds, big crowds, and we knew whether Cardiff were winning or not because it was shout when a goal is scored, isn't it? So at half time we used to go over every time because you were allowed in for free second half. They just opened the gates, you know. And also then I was playing rugby for Tumble, so I used to go back every weekend to play for Tumble and then come back maybe on the Sunday to Cardiff, you know. And I was paid 50p to play for Tumble. They were on about not paying people then. They recognised the fact that they had to come back by bus, the N&C bus from Cardiff to Britain Ferry. My father would be waiting to pick me up in Britain Ferry because I wouldn't get a bus from Britain Ferry to come to broadcasting. And they would, at the end of the game, in the boot of my shoe, in their shoe, would be a £10 a 10 bob note every time, right? Because the brother-in-law of my father, Glyn Davies, who by the way had been in the Korean War and had been a prisoner of war, and he never was more than 5 stone after he came back home, was the secretary of Tumble Rugby Club. Okay? And we were a big team in those days. Tumble was a powerful team. You know, there were some mighty people there in size, you know, big people, big players. Len Rees, Mel Davies, Headley Evans, a policeman called Davies, prop forward. He was like a wall in hardness. And anyway, a story, talking of missed opportunities. I was dropped for the cup final, the West Wales Cup final, put as a reserve. And I didn't bother to go because the guy was used to play for London Welsh and he was teaching in a school opposite the digs for the university, when I was at university. Now instead of going to ask Arthur, did he intend going to play, I didn't bother. So on the afternoon of the game, he shouldn't have been there. He should have been getting ready to go to Ninian Park. I looked out at about 3 o'clock. There was Arthur. So I ran out of the room and said, Arthur, man, in Welsh, what are you doing here? Oh, I told him I can't play. I told him you'll be playing probably. So, phoned my father, hired a car, tried to get down, and missed it by 5 minutes. The game had started. See, missed opportunities. Story of my life.